What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another gem-filled video. How are you guys doing? Long time that I have not recorded a video, well, a YouTube video. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys have learned from what I have posted before a couple months ago and the months before that, right? I do see a lot of people that is reaching out to me on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, CSnipesFX. But I do see a lot of people reaching out to me on Instagram, being profitable just from these videos alone, guys. Just from these little informational videos where I just talk about trade ideas and just, give you guys the little nuggets that I can, right, for free, okay? If you're interested in joining the mentorship, link is in the description. You guys already know all of that. So let's get right into it. Let's jump right into AU while we're here. All right, guys. So looking at AU, there's actually many opportunities inside of here. You can see all the reaccumulations that's going on. So I'm not going to talk about every trade opportunity here that happened, but I'm just going to talk about the main one that I just want to talk about. And it's simply just right here. And it's super easy. I kind of posted this on my Instagram, but I didn't really fully get to explain it. So basically, you guys can see that we have this distribution here, potential supply, market goes down, and we invalidate it to the upside. You can see this huge push to the upside, right? The market is already bullish anyways. So with that being said, let's look at this, right? We have this huge push to the upside. Now, I was looking for buys, and if you draw your fibs out to the bottom of this push, which is here, to the top of it here, you can see anything below the 50% is discounted pricing. Okay, since I didn't have an exact point, an exact candle, or an exact area down here that I wanted to buy from, right, then I had to use the fibs to kind of get the discounted pricing, and I would watch the price action as we traded within the discounted pricing. Okay, so moving on to the 5-minute, what kind of happened here? Well, you can see during our time, New York session, right? That's this orange right here. Gray is Asian session. This green here is going to be London session. It's going to be Frankfurt. It's going to be like an hour before London open, but it is technically London session if you want to consider that. But it's Frankfurt session, which is like an hour, and then you have London, and then you have here New York, which is the time that I trade. All right, so we're at the 50%, and this is what happened at the 50%. We're not just simply going to take a trade from the 50% because this is going to be let's look at the 77 pip stop loss. I don't know any trader that's taking a 70. I don't know any trader that's taking a 77 pip stop loss. All right, let's get right into it. So we have a change of character at the highs right here. Boom, boom, boom. So market comes in here and we immediately give a change of character. That is important to see because why? Because we want to see some evidence of buyers in the market. That is 100% very, very, very key. Buyers in the market, especially since we don't have a specific area that we're looking at, we want to see a change of character underneath this 50%. And the reason why this 50% is so important because that is equilibrium of this price point. So from this low to this high is equilibrium, which means anything underneath this 50% is qualified as discounted pricing, which means we should be looking for buyers underneath here if this market wants to continue higher. Okay, so we have to change the character. The market goes higher. That's all that happened that day, right? There was no entry for this specific day. Now, the next day, okay, sometimes you won't get the entries on the same day, guys. Remember, sometimes some days are just setup days. You have to, set up days, right? Set up days, as in the market is setting up to make the trade for you, if that makes sense. So the market is just setting itself up to actually make the move. Those are the days that you want to be more attentive to, because you want to actually watch the price action and see if that setup that the market is giving aligns with your rules and that you can take that trade for the move, if that makes sense. So moving on, here's the next day. We have the market taking out all of this liquidity right here. You can see Asian session, which is this area right here, and you can see Frankfurt. This is what makes this area important. You can see Frankfurt goes ahead and raids these lows that was left here. After that, we went ahead and made a new high. So we have a change of character, and then we have a regular break of market structure. This is showing a bullish trend, at least on the lower time frame, right? We're already bullish on these bigger time frames, but now in the lower time frame, once we tapped into the 50%, we're seeing a change of character that shows us that potential buyers, okay, and we're seeing a break of market structure, which is showing us that, hey, the market is now giving us a bullish trend. Okay, what does that mean? Now all we have to do is find the manipulation, right, which is here, this manipulation of liquidity, and it is an accumulation, right? So that's even better. It shows us more buyers, and that's your trade right there. This manipulation that took out these lows, we made a new high, and you can see the market came right into the entry during my time, which is New York session, and that is the entry right there with your stop loss underneath this low. All right, 8 pip stop loss, targeting the high. I believe there was like a 1 to 7, 1 to 6. Let's see, actually a 1 to 8, right? So more than enough RR, right? Understand, you guys, you do not need crazy RR every time. All right, I know we go for like 20, 30 RR sometimes, but those are once in a light. You cannot keep going for those huge RR, guys. Trust me, it'll run you crazy. All right, just make sure you're getting consistent RR. Sometimes we will have those trades that go to 1 to 30, 1 to 40, 1 to 50. That's cool. All right, but make sure you're taking advantage of these easy ones as well. All right, so that is AU. Let's move on to NU. NU is a little bit more simpler. NU moved a lot more. Okay, so as you guys can see, the same thing. NU kind of is bullish. So as you guys can see, NU is bullish towards the upside, right? And when I go into it, you can see the same thing happening. We have distro, the market invalidated, distro, the market invalidated. Okay, so we have two distros which the market invalidated, right? Now, we did not pull back, right, like AU did. So I did not take any trades right here on NU. That's not what I want to cover. I want to cover a trade where right here. This is where I want to cover. So simply put, I'm gonna go to the 1 minute time frame. I'm gonna explain why I took this trade. So as you can see, the market was going to the upside, right? You can see the market is clearly reaccumulating to the upside. So this is a buyer's market. As soon as we made this high right here, I knew this was a buyer's market and we're just going higher. Buyer's market, we're just going higher. Okay, so simply what I'm looking for is I'm looking for reaccumulations. I'm looking for invalidation of any potential sellers. And this is what happened during my time. All right, so pretty obvious. We have this distro right here. We have 1, 2, 3 market mitigates. We go lower. We have that distro, and what happens? The market invalidates that. This is happening during London session too, right? This is not Asian session. So market invalidates that. Boom. We invalidate this high and we invalidate this potential sellers right here. So what did that, come in my mind when I woke up to see this? I thought, okay, let's take a trade off of this potential area of invalidated supply. So a supply that gets invalidated turns into demand, okay? Now that entry came right here off of the 50%, as you can see. Boom, stop loss at the low. And my target was a little bit higher for this. It was this high right here, which is around a 1 to 6, right? Simple RR. This actually went way higher for like a 1 to 15, 1 to 17, but I was only going for a 1 to 6. All right, that's all I need on my account. So that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it with the NU trade. You can see that the market actually came back down to mitigate this area right here, and that's another thing that I want to talk about. If you missed this trade right here, the same thing happened again, right? This is something that you can repeat. As you guys can see, this trade was taken off the 50% here. And it was because of distribution that got invalidated. Well, what happened here? We have a distribution that got invalidated. So guess what? You could have did the same thing 2 times in a row, right? Low to high, 50%. Your entry would have been where? Right here. You would have endured some drawdown this time. You would have endured some drawdown, but you never got stop loss hit, and the market continued higher. Okay, went higher for at least a 1 to 10, I believe. But simple. Guys, it's this simple. This is what it is right here. This is just simple reaccumulations, simple continuation moves, just taking the market higher. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.